All right, well, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Joe, and today we've got a rainy day here in Maryland. It's the end of September, and it's normally the rainy time of year where we get a lot of precipitation. I'm not complaining because we just had about 2 weeks of drought, what I would call drought, in the area. Farmers were hurting, but I thought, well, now that the ground's really saturated, there's something I can do. So I want to take a look here in the front of the yard here, and I've got a couple bushes here that are what they call barberry bushes, and you know, they're quite nice to look at. What I don't like about them is they got these little spines on here, and they grow pretty rapidly. Now I just trimmed this bush about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and you can already see all the growth that's on top of that. We've got one here, and it's growing out from the sides and everything very quickly. Same thing as this other bush down here too, and it just runs in spurts. As I say, they're beautiful bushes, but every time I trim them, I've got to go trim, all these little spiky branches off, and it's just a mess. So I thought, well, today what I could do is use that moistened ground and go after pulling these bushes out of the ground. So let's have a go at that today. All right, then. The first thing I'm going to do is get a couple obstacles out of the way. I've got these solar lights here. They're very nice. I'll pull that out of the ground. I also have moles out here in the yard, so I use these ultrasonic repellers. They're solar powered also. They work great. All right, so I'm going to set these to the side. And me being the lazy person I am, I'm not going to pull this out of here on my own. I'm going to get some help. So the first thing I want to do is wrap a chain around the base of this guy. Get down low. All right, now that I have that chain around the bottom as best as I can, apparently there's a root major stem here in the middle, and then there's one off to the side. So I can't get it quite as nicely as I'd like to, but I'm going to go with what I've got. All right. Let me get some help over here. I'm going to use my buddy over here. I call him John. He's a John Deere 2320 machine. I've had this guy since 2008. At this point in time, that's pushing 15 years. And it's been really great for me. I use it for a wide variety of tasks around the yard. It comes with a loader. I actually got the mower deck for it too. The worst thing about this machine is the mower deck actually. It doesn't mow that great. I think zero turns are the way to go. But for today, we're going to go ahead and pull that bush out. So let me pull it up and get a grab on it. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. Yep, definitely going to need that. Well, for some reason, I thought that would go a lot more dramatically than it did. So it was just a simple hook it up and pull. So yeah, I'll take that every day of the week. So couldn't have done it without my friend John, though. All right. So just looking at this here, hardly left any of a hole. That makes it nice. right, well that's one down. We'll see if we can do that easy with the other three. Right, then, well, same thing with this second bush. I'm going to go ahead and wrap my chain around the bottom and try to yank it out. Now, one thing I did forget to say when I was getting ready to pull the first bush, before I yanked it out, I contacted a neighbor to see if they wanted these, and they said no, they don't like the stickers on these bushes, but they are nice bushes. You know, they sell quite a lot of them in the big box stores and nurseries, but the first thing I want to do is make sure nobody could use them before I just rip them out and toss them in the woods, so to speak. Okay, it's kind of on there. And this time I got a little smarter. I used the longer of the two chains that I had instead of the short one. All right, let's have it go. Well, that's looking pretty good. Did have a couple breaks here. Right, nothing wrong with that. Let's take a look at what we're doing here. All right. The chain. All right, off we go. Okie dokie, time for bush number 3. All right then, time for bush number 3. Oh yeah, that's going to be a lot easier to pull out, I think. It's easier to get to the base of it. All right, let's have a go with that. Not really where I wanted to hook it, but looks like it'll work. Well, to be honest, I really did not think it was going to be that easy to yank these 3 guys out of here. These bushes are a good set of years old. I'm going to guess maybe 15 years old. And they came out pretty easily. So something I wasn't counting on, but hey, I'll take it. All right, well, let's go get the last one now. This last guy, he's a little tiny one, so he ought to be no problem at all. And just about that time, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be the hardest one, right? So let's take a look. That's what I wanted to do with the other ones. Didn't work out that way. Fired up. Oh, that went really easy. So just a little bit of dirt here to push back in and we'll be done. Thanks, John. Well, all right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. So that's my way of taking a rainy week or so of just endless rain and making the best of it. Let me know what you think. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye for now. Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana.